Hi everyone, this is Pooja. Welcome to AI Research Club at CSULB. As always, we have an exciting guest, and this time we are joined by an alumni from California State University, Long Beach. So, Vivek, how's the weather on the East Coast treating you?
Yeah, weather is good over here. It's a bit warm in afternoon and a bit chilly in the evening. I'm enjoying today it's going to be somewhere close to 33. That's the lowest it's going to hit here in Philly. And I'm excited for the winter. I know many people they don't like snow, they don't like winter. I too don't like lots of snow, but the amount of snow which we get here in the East Coast, in Philly and New Jersey area, they are perfect for me.
All right, thank you for joining us today, Vivek. We'll be dwelling into Vivek's incredible journey from being a student to becoming a professional. To start, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and your career path so far?
Yeah, so thanks for having me here. And it's a pleasure to be joining back on this magazine for CSULB, which has been my alma mater. So my journey began with CSULB in January 2020, just before COVID. It was an exciting time as I embarked my studies in computer science, but it was also challenging because of the pandemic. So despite that, I managed to adapt leveraging online resources and staying connected with peers and professors. I graduated in August 2021 and was eager to apply my skills in professional realm. Since then, I have been deeply involved in backend development and currently working at JPMorgan Chase. My projects have varied from designing and building APIs to optimize applications response time using technologies such as Python, Java, Cassandra, DynamoDB. I have been working all on trying to figure out how I can optimize and create new APIs for transactions to happen in the most efficient way. And also, in addition to backend development, I have worked as a DevOps and SDET for my previous employers. So some of the two of the main projects where I worked previously, they were for Google Cloud Platform, and also I have worked in Oracle as an SDET over there for Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. These rules allowed me to improve CI/CD pipelines, automate extensive test cases, and enhance code quality, all essential skills in today's tech landscape. Beyond my industry experience, I have pursued research, particularly in blockchain technologies and data analysis using AI and ML. One of my most impactful projects was analyzing the Caltrans data to understand vehicles patterns, which led to insight of valuable for transportation planning. These research experiences have enabled me to contribute publication at Military Transport Institute. Today, however, I'm here to advise and share my experience to help students prepare for a smooth transition into the workforce, especially in AI-focused careers.
All right. Yes, indeed, cloud technologies are booming nowadays, and students can learn a lot in this domain. Many of us in AI Research Club are curious about how to start building a successful career. What would you recommend for students who are just starting out?
Well, that's a great question. Building successful careers starting with a solid foundation. In AI, this means going beyond just understanding concept. Students should strive to deeply understand the core algorithms such as decision tree, neural networks, and support vector machines. Mathematical fundamentals like linear algebra, calculus, and probability are crucial as they form the backbone of the most AI algorithms. However, theory alone won't take you far. I recommend coding as soon as possible and start participating in hackathons, which can give you experience how to implement your skills in a very tight deadline. Start with smaller tasks and gradually take one more complex problem, such as developing simple machine learning models using Python libraries like TensorFlow, PyTorch, and scikit-learn. Participating in hackathons is an excellent way to test your skills. Additionally, hackathons allows you to network with peers and industry professionals, leading to internships and job opportunities. Internship and research projects are also important, whether it's helping professor for doing some research or having being an intern at a big tech company or even at a startup gives you lots of experiences, teach you balance multiple projects and learn under guidance. I it was thorough my internship experiences that I honed my ability to handle real world challenges such as debugging coding under pressure and managing deadlines.
Oh, so I see. Hackathons are the start point to get some real experience. You have contributed to both research and industry projects. How important it is for students to balance research with industry experience, particularly in AI?
Yeah, so balancing research and industry experience is critical for any aspiring AI professional. Each brings unique strengths to your skill set. Research develops your analytical thinking and pushes you to explore new concepts. For example, while analyzing Caltrans data for one of my projects, I used machine learning models to identify trends in electric and gas vehicle usage. These projects not only expanded my understanding for data analytics, but also taught me how to apply statistical tools like NumPy, Pandas, and in meaningful ways. On the other hand, industry experience teaches you how to implement those concepts in practical scenarios. While research often has the luxury of time and depth, industry projects comes with constraints uh, like time, budget, customer expectations. For instance, during my time at JPMorgan, I worked on a project where we had designed an API for a financial application. The experience taught me to prioritize and efficient coding practices, manage stakeholder expectations, and also work with deadlines to deliver the reliable product. A well-rounded AI professional needs both. Research keeps you problem-solving skills sharp and allows you to stay at the forefront of technologies. Industry work, on the other hand, teaches you to manage trade-offs and collaborate effectively with teams and understand the business context behind the technical decisions.
Very well said. So, can you give one example of AI research where you worked?
Absolutely. One of my notable projects was involved in like analyzing the data for Caltrans and study the distribution of electric and gas vehicles on the road. The goal was to help the state of California to uh, get to get like to optimize the tax policies for traditional gas vehicle. Like whenever you buy a gas, like then you pay, then you're like whatever you are paying, a component of that money goes as a tax. It could be a road tax or something like that, and you pay per mile, maybe like 1 cent or 2 cent per gallon or per mile, like something like that. I don't know that exact calculation, but yeah, something it works like that. However, an electric vehicle, they don't buy gas. Okay, they buy electricity. They are like just charging on using electricity, so they don't pay that component of gas. And this posed an economic challenge for the state, as the shift towards EVs meant reducing tax revenue for infrastructure upkeep. To tackle this, I employed AI and machine learning techniques using Python libraries to analyze the data because I used to get like very large data sets. There were files in GBs, and I had to like clean the data first and apply my skills of AI, whatever I learned from my university and my classes, how I can get the like the trend, so that we can get the like taxes, more funding for the state of California for the California transportation, and presenting findings in a clear, actionable way. It was an eye opener in terms seeing how data analysis could inform state policy and guide sustainable transportation planning.
So, that's an interesting research project, Vivek. You have experience working in fintech and large companies like JP Morgan and Oracle. What specific skills and qualities do companies look for in a new grads entering these fields?
Well, fintech and tech giants seeks candidates who bring a blend of technical expertise and business awareness. In fintech, it's vital to understand how your code or solution impacts the end users and the economies for the company's financial health. Companies look for proficiency in programming. It's mostly like Java or Python, and hands-on experience with API development and deployment, and cloud platforms such as AWS or GCP. Well, these are like not the only technologies which are used in fintech. There are the whole vast. We have a tech stack, but these are like very common. You can like find in any of the companies, not even in JP Morgan, but if you go to any other tech company like maybe Citibank or Goldman Sachs, they're all using these technologies. And there's also a strong focus on data security and compliance, and these are critical in finance. Graduates should be familiar with basic security practices and know how to build scalable, maintainable code. In my role at JPMorgan Chase, understanding how financial data is securely managed and processed was and important as developing a robust backend application. Adaptability is another valued quality, particularly in companies like Oracle. Technologies evolve rapidly, so you have to grasp all the new technologies to stay current at your job with new tools is essential. Finally, soft skills like effective communication, teamwork, and problem solving are crucial. Technical brilliance can fall short without the ability to collaborate and articulate ideas clearly to teammates and stakeholders.
That's nice to know. So, some of the biggest challenges students might face when transitioning from an academic environment to industry, especially in backend development or roles, what are those biggest challenges? Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, transitioning from academia to industry can be a significant shift. One of the biggest challenges is adapting to a faster paced environment. In academia, you might have months and months like to complete a project, while in industry deadlines are often much tighter. Learning to deliver projects in time, quickly maintaining quality, and like collaborating among all the stakeholders comes with practice and experience. Another challenge is dealing with ambiguity. In industry, projects don't always come with a clear set of requirements. You might start with limited information and need to fill in the gaps through research and discussions. During my early days at JPMorgan, I faced projects where initial scope was vague, and I had to collaborate with different team members and like different teams across like my org to get the clear picture of what was exactly required. And also managing expectations is also challenging in the industry. Your work is a part of large system, and it can be tough to grasp how your contributions fit into the broader scheme. It's crucial to stay proactive and seek feedback and understand dependencies in your project.
Right. So, as you were an international student, can you share your F1 visa experience? Like, what kind of questions students can expect?
Yeah, so the F1 visa can be quite daunting. When I went for my visa interview, I prepared thoroughly, focusing on being confident and clear in my answers. Students can expect questions related to the choice of university, program, future plans, and how they intend to use their education in the field. Uh, So some common question which they asked me, which I remember right now, it was like, why did I choose this particular university? And like, who's funding my education? What is the field of study? What is my dream job? What are my plans after my graduations? So it's essential to be honest and show that you have strong ties back in your country. In my case, I highlighted the unique research opportunity at CSULB and how I intended to use this research uh, in my education to contribute to technology back home if needed. Being well prepared and practicing your responses with friends and mentors can make a significant difference.
True that. So, AI is rapidly evolving. How do you recommend students to stay up to date with new technologies and trends?
Yeah, so like continuous learning is the key, like keeping yourself updated with the latest technologies, whatever is like happening. I would say like following LinkedIn posts or maybe like some tech channels on YouTube or probably like something on Twitter or X. Now it's X, not Twitter anymore. I would say like following industry leaders on in all these platforms that will really help you to keep, keep you updated with what is happening and like whatever like people are implementing in the real life, and also like reading conference of paper from some of the some very esteemed and elite organizations such as NEOR, IPS, ICML, or small regional meetups are excellent for connecting with researchers, and professional working on cutting edge technologies could also help you to keep you updated with the AI technologies. I would also recommend like to, look to get to know some open source GitHub projects because they are like invaluable for seeing how a new AI technique are being applied. Contributing to these open source projects can also give you practical experience of whatever you're learning and implementing and see how you're doing. So staying active in academic circles by reading journals or even collaborating auto papers can provide a theoretical foundation that complements practical skills.
All right. So, as we wrap up, Vivek, what final advice would you give to students who are aiming for a career in AI or a backend development?
Well, my biggest piece of advice is to focus on developing both technical skills and a problem-solving mindset. Whether you are in AI or backend development, success depends on your ability to approach problems logically and creatively. Don't be afraid to experiment and fail. Every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. Seek out mentors who can guide you and give you feedback on your work, whether through LinkedIn internship or hackathons. Building a strong professional network is invaluable. Finally, adopt growth mindset. Technology is always changing, so keep your mindset of learning your new technologies every time, like every day, I would say, and stay curious. Being curious will be the key for long-term success. So I would say, like, if you're learning, once I saw one post, I don't remember it exactly. Uh, Improving yourself 1% every day by the end of the year, I think you will be like 365% more skill. But like if you're not doing anything like every day, not learning any new skills, you are like going very close to zero. So continuous learning is the key, which I would say.
All right, then thank you so much, Vivek, for sharing your experiences and insight with us. This has been incredibly helpful, and I'm sure our listeners will find a lot of value in it. We wish you continued success in your career.
Yeah, thank you. It was great being here. I hope my journey and advice can help students feel more prepared and inspired for the career path. Good luck to everyone listening.
Thanks.